shaking. So, what are we looking at? Thanks, Mr. Holster, for asking. F Town Brewing Company India Pale Ale. Fragrant hops balanced with a touch of caramel malt. This aromatic IPA gives hop enthusiasts what they crave. 110 IBUs, 6.8%. And it's in a tall boy. John Solar. Got sacrilege. Do 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 do. Oh, getting some good head. Joey and Aunt Keck, fags. Okay. We got like 3 fuck yous of head to chuck. Has a, not a, it's kind of a mix of some of them that have a real kind of floral hoppiness and ones with more of a tropical fruitiness. It's kind of like a little bit of those both coming through. Big pillowy head. This one sort of takes 2 categories. Fu Master Chu, if she was holding a gun, it would be a trifecta. Cheers. Ooh. Yeah, that high IBU count is nice, and they're pulling off that bold hit without it being it's getting the bitterness, but it's not getting the dry, which I approve of. Quickly, before we even jump on the comments, just because I want to say thank you. Had an unpackaging, and in said package was, oh yeah, you remember this one? I don't know, Johnny Concho. How long I have been wearing this? Months now. 4 or 5 months. And I made a comment that, he had to take a guess, and then he picked on me saying, everything's bigger in Texas, and I thought it was like that in Minnesota. And I mean, it fit. It was just a titch larger than I wanted. So Johnny remade it for me, and then I put my CRKT a bottle opener on there, and I was I know you'll be shocked to hear this, but sometimes, I don't know, everybody's got to get older, but I have actually had this happen. Hanging out with the guys, someone new, well, not someone new, one of the guys shows up later and opens up his little cooler, and he's got bottles of beer, and he's looking around, and it's like, anybody got a bottle opener? And everybody's like, and I'm like, no, I don't have one. And like 2 hours later, as I'm looking at my wrist, I'm like going, fuck, I'm wearing a bottle opener. And Johnny sent along some Cohibas. One of the first times I've honestly ever had a Cohiba was NIHAP sent me some, and those you could not smoke slow enough. To me, those Cohibas that I had then were probably, on the same scale of Joey running the glory hole at the truck stop. But yeah, he hooked me up. and his note said that he was contributing to the next Alley beer review. Yeah, I don't know. I have to wait till the statute of limitations is up on the last one, and then we'll think about it. I also have a what's in the box. Yep, that's pretty exciting, and I haven't decided. Maybe after 2 or 3 of these, I might decide to show it to you. But for right now, I'm actually going to keep you guys in suspense. And if we don't get the snowstorm that we're supposed to get tomorrow, I actually might see if there's still enough time in the day after everything I have to get done to maybe run out, which means I'll have to bring the Rock Island Double Stack, the P220, the Hunter, another 10 millimeter, probably bring the Walther out. Haven't shot that in a while. Yeah, there's a bunch of shit in there. I won't have time to sit down someplace and get everything that has a scope on it hunkered in, but first impressions on this guy, and as you can see, they give you no info. That's it. Guys with high-end video cards and good monitors, you might be able to have gotten something off of that. First was that prick Aunt Keck. Second was that prick Ed. Aunt Keck, cheers, cheers, my friend. Then Ed, cheers, cheers, Ed. Ed again. I'd be in that in a heartbeat. Yes, sir. Rich, Foomaster Chew, third at work still. Rich again, by the way, had to watch a commercial here at work. I have ad block at home, but not here. This must be one of those worthy of AdSense then. No, I could every brew review moving forward, every one of them, not acceptable for advertising. I'm kind of like, is it better to not push the subject and stay under the radar? Because if they want to, obviously from what we've learned from Hornet Fixer, it could be a done deal. And it's one thing to just keep pushing the envelope and then lose it. Since we now see that it happens, I'd just rather not at this point in time give them an excuse, if you know what I mean. Stop it. I'll tell you right now, of course, been in communique, so NIHAP, if you're wondering why all of a sudden I stopped texting, is because this is where that's where I was, but oh yeah. He was trying to get me to do a basement pop, and well, there's two huge factors there. One, it'd go a basement pop and then an Eric pop, and two, in the house formerly known as mine, I used to have a great big stump in the basement, and you can pretty much guess what that was for. I guess I could shoot John Solar's. Oh, he'd be so pissed off. He's been like, I've just been holding this over his head. He's like, when are you gonna send me my fucking mallet? This was actually in his package when he won his AR-15. I know, I'll get it out to you. Gillian, fourth here, cheers. Ed, laughed my ass off. Okay, I was feeling good. Yeah, no, that would be talking about your video. Yes, Ed, I could tell you had a few bells, two-hearted ales. Crazy Scotsman, 9th. I don't think so. I think you're, you could possibly be 5th. Rich again, first one to call Indeed, Bam. Or should I say, Bang, with the backdrop. Hey, see what I did right there? Hee hee. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Huh? Scotsman. I see more than her butt, and I'm not complaining. Cheers. 10. Scotsman. Whiskey. Whiskey. Participation whiskey? Or double participation whiskey? Oh. Like I said, with first impressions on this bad boy, and we're just gonna go for some proper Scotch whiskey without an E, Scotsman. Cheers, lassie. J-Dog here from work. And I've been busy all this week working on the residence formerly known as the J-Dog Palace. J-Dog, you had some fucking shit just falling apart. I don't understand why you didn't bitch about a few things. Yeah. The valves for the water supply lines in the bathroom are shit. The valves for the water supply line in the kitchen are shit. And the funny thing is, you know, there's possibly at any moment in time, I mean, if the stars all align, there could be possibly 11 or more people, depending on if you put 2 in each shower, taking a shower at any moment in time there. You know, considering, other than, say, J-Dog and his lovely fiance, the normal clientele, you know, they start to, you know, scratch balls and whatever, you know, somewhere around 9 or 10 o'clock. I mean, as we learned from that, the Princess Buttercup. Oh, and Princess Buttercup looked awfully happy to see me and Greg back. And while he was in earshot, Greg said something about, do you want me to grab that? And seeing how he had just had surgery, I said, no, go ahead and I'll come back down to my rolling spittoon in a moment and get the rest of the stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I tell you, that guy is the lowest common denominator. I mean, some of the stuff that's already gone on since we're back, you would probably find a preschooler that would go, I haven't done that since I pissed my pants. Personally, if the powers that be had any balls, I would just kick that piece of shit right out of there. But that's okay. As J-Dog knows, it's entirely possible to, you know, to have a little fun, and I'm just going to leave it at that. BandEBrewReviews, top 16, what the fuck? See, now again, I want to say, Ben, you're more like, you're like 6 or 7. I mean, don't sell yourself short, Judge. Zeus. Hard at it, I see. Carry on, good sir. Cheers, deplorables. Zeus. Zeus, I'm always here for you, man. Nihap. After your first felony, the rest are free. That all sounds good, but somehow Somehow I just envisioned myself laying on the hood of a squad car with handcuffs on. And unfortunately, I know exactly what that feels like. Gillian, I don't do or believe in churches. Gillian, all I'm going to say is I believe in a higher power, and don't think in order to get there I need to be on my knees every Wednesday and Sunday, if you know what I mean. Sorry, I just want to check something. Oh, okay. From where I'm standing, I'm getting a perfect reflection. It looks like I have a board, a pine board that I put up is weeping. Sorry, I wasn't like trying to, you know, like weeping sap. But it's a light bouncing off the side of a torque screw. But from here it looks more like a transparent drop. I don't know, squirrel. My man, 1911 USA. Hopefully he'll be in the chat room tonight. By the time you see this, it'll be past tense. Another good brewer review as always. Banning bump stocks is not about bump stocks. It is about rate increasing devices and ultimately banning semi-auto firearms. That's right. Well, first of all, if they had their way, we wouldn't even be able to have those flint locks that they say the founding fathers could not have envisioned, the weaponry, the fucking military grade shit the shit that I have. Fuck that, I'd fuck the military up. You people are stupid. Yeah, our founding fathers, I can guarantee you, if they could all be brought back so that they could go before our government and be granted the power that they deserve to have, I bet you there'd be a lot of executions that would take place. Those men and women from our past just got done being fucking controlled and manipulated by a piece of shit government. And they said enough is enough. And it's gonna happen again. At the rate in which we're going, here's a little something to put in your pipe and smoke it. Because, I'm sorry, you may say, conspiracy nut. But personally, seems how children killing children with guns in schools is all basically new to the 1990s moving forward. Is it the video games, which the libs are already saying that's a slippery slope? That would be that would get in the way of the First Amendment. Well, how come your fucking First Amendment is so important, but the second one? All of a sudden we go from it's a slippery slope if we start to try to edit video games, but we can just take all your fucking guns. You can't have it both ways, you fucking maggot libtards. Hi. Today, it's bump stocks, and then aftermarket triggers, trigger jobs, ghost triggers, connectors, and who knows what's next. Anti-gunners are unified. We need to be the same. Unified for no compromise. Cheersy, keep speaking the truth, America. Exactly, I don't believe in compromise. We need to take back. Just because some fucking whack job did something with a gun, I mean, we're not hearing about we should have the knives taken away after 19 people died with a knife. I mean, look at how many deaths happened because of cell phones. Maybe we should take all the cell phones away, or all the deaths that happen in automobiles. But you know, to take away automobiles and cell phones doesn't get to the main root of what the libtards are after, and that's control. They need to control, and when we can kill them for trying to take our rights away, they don't have the control, and they need it. People like George Soros, again. Sorry, I know, Smile Money's like, just finish the fucking thought. I'll be happy to sound like a conspiracy theorist. I think in one way or the other, all of these shootings is a fucking setup. One way or the other. Yes. One way or the other. You can read what you want into that. I'm not saying that it was a staged government thing, even though if you see some of the stuff, it took 22 minutes. I mean, the fucking CNN almost beat the police to the school. 22 minutes to respond. 22 minutes. There's a whole lot of funky shit once again going down. And again, let me just blurt this out there. I think in one way or the other, these things have all been set up. And you know cocksuckers like Obama and Soros and the fucking Clintons and anybody that wants to take our rights away and come for our guns. They're already going, boy, can you just, if we could just have a bunch of more kids get shot up in a school somewhere, we will seal the deal. We will fucking go door to door and start collecting the guns because we have manipulated the public into it. Don't forget, Hitler, this is the Hitler school of training. Hitler did not go door to door. He got them fucking dumbasses to turn them all in and then murdered how many million people? So please, open your fucking eyes and your brain and look at history. It's repeating itself. And you fucking sheep are allowing it to happen. No compromise. Take something back. I feel bad that children and people died, but it was a crazy motherfucker, and the means for what she used are completely irrelevant to me. Because if you take the gun, I can kill more people with a car, let alone let's start talking about explosives. I mean, hell, with modern technology, I can tell you right now, I can take control over somebody else's car. If you think that's bullshit, look it up. You can hack in to a computer on a car, driving side by side. There's fucking John Solar running shotgun, driving the car, and there I am. I log into the car alongside me and put it right into head-on traffic. And I just drive down the freeway. Find another car that I'm able to log into. Same thing. You think that's bullshit? That exists. That is possible. Joey Cuz, wow, video is only up for 5 minutes and there is already 20 comments. That's right, Joey, because I'm a big fucking deal. Ed, must say it will not. I will not complain that your face was in that hot ass. I would have done the same thing. By the way, was it tasty? Just like peach cobbler. Just like peach cobbler, my friend. Ed, fine review, brother E. Why did you get so many responses back? Okay, well, you and Aunt Keck had an essay with each other. Johnny Concho, cheers, everyone. Cheers, and thank you, Johnny, for the upgrade. You know, everything. I mean, I'm not in Texas. If I drove to Texas, maybe I'd get a. You know, I still, this is, you know, I need big guns to go with these big hands. It's just, you know, why waste it on the wrist? I don't know if I'm going to be able to wait, Johnny. I might have to, I see the Boranon date on the one here on the left. That one's got to go. And the proper way to get rid of these is fire. Oh yeah. I didn't even ask you. Did you get these when you snuck across the border? Because if you did, it'd probably be even better. And Keck, they suspended 2 SWAT officers for going into the Parkland school because they didn't tell their superiors they were going in. What the fuck? Really? Got to ask for permission? This is Obama kind of shit. Speaking of that, yeah, the gun thing has been fast tracked. It went through both houses and gyms. Governor signed it today. I am not 100% sure what was all in it. I had a lot of stuff going on. I got done with worky poo and like a typical Friday. Just wanted to get the fuck out of there. Then of course Bill called and said, "Oh, I got something for you," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know you do," and I'll be right up there. So I'm not exactly sure what's in that. That'll probably be what the topic of discussion is. And of course, this is after the fact. But my guest was El Tenda for at least the first hour. Johnny Watson had a thing this evening and wasn't able to be on. And Christine was gonna co-pilot, sit in. So once El Tenda leaves. So, the guy in the hut, Miss B is going to be on tonight. Joey, the brew babe offends me. I need the warmth of her safe place. Plus, her sweet ass is covered too much. Aunt Keck, hi E. You know, the two of you... both of you are on a fucking timeout. Aunt Keck, hi Joey. See? Fucking kiss ass. Aunt Keck, sorry about Joey's childish shenanigans last review. Yeah. Aunt Keck, never had any kind of a strawberry beer. Gonna have to try some. I don't even know if I even want to talk to you right now. Aunt Keck, well, at least I haven't made any whiskey grappa shine requests. Well, yeah, there's that. Now I'm wondering where it's the real Cobra Burnout. I'm pissed you don't share those good beer babe pictures with me. It's all dick pics from you 24/7. And then you and Mario are speaking fucking bullshit. Real Cobra Burnout, I'd be happy to forward that shit. I mean, even worse. I mean, I could take a vote because the deplorables, the deal is you cannot just invite somebody. It has to be brought up for a vote. If the rest of the deplorables say you're in, you're in. But I have to warn you, and you can ask Hornet Fixer about this, you probably will have to, I haven't, because I need to stay on top of this shit, or on top of that shit. You have to silence, you can, if you have Messenger, you can actually pick an individual person or an individual group and then silence it so that you don't get notifications and your phone going off. And that's what Jim has to do, because it's entirely possible, and you guys have probably heard it, if Wade or Brad get going, it's like cha-ching, 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 cha-ching. And I don't care what kind of mood you're in. You could have just had, I could have just, you know, fired off a couple rounds from that, had that sitting on Mr. Winky, and drank Dogfish 120, and then a shot of Ardbeg Scotch. And you hear that sound and you just want to throw a phone. But real cool burnout, you just let me know if you feel like you would possibly like it to be brought up for a vote and be part of the deplorables. You will get all of the Brew Babe propaganda. I mean, sometimes Brad sends me stuff privately because he knows that it's two categories. The stuff for the personal folder, or aka the spank bank, or stuff that's acceptable for the pansies. I mean, I realize if it was, maybe I should see if that is acceptable as art. Like that one girl. I mean, I don't know if you guys went and checked out that video on my video for Hornet Fixer. She's pretty hot. I mean, I'd put my dick between that art. She's standing on, you know, a scaffold on this side and a scaffold on this side, canvas down on the ground, and she's got paint-filled eggs shoved in her vajayjay, and she squeezes them out, and they drop and they crack, and the paint smears, and then she reloads her vagina. And the whole video is she's completely naked. The only thing she doesn't show, there's a little curtain that she folds around in front of her when she reloads her twat. Other than that, she's I mean, impersonist art, I could easily, like, you know, what does that look like? You know, maybe a little, never mind. I got a little ink blot test, or a little ink blot for you. I mean, what does that look like? But that's art. You know, that's art. But so, I mean, I wonder what would happen if I shoved a paint-filled egg in my ass and then I shot it out. I wonder if I could get away with that.
Taking the dog for a mini walk.
A walk?
Yeah, I'm not going very far. She's been sitting there whining and looking at her leash and looking at me and looking at her leash and looking at me.
Well, I'd like it if she got a job.
Huh?
I'd like it if she got a job.
Me too.
Oh, it is? Might have to have a drink on this one. This is my my friend Miles. He sent me a picture. This is, you know, typical. I mean, a lot of you guys would just say amen. Be careful prying that gun out of my cold dead hands. The barrel's gonna be a little hot. Yeah, absolutely. Aunt Keck. Hey, Aunt Keck, round 2. No. I'm telling you right now, what I should have done is I should not have hearted any of them. I'm gonna hit the refresh button at the end, and if it's the those two are fired. I'm seriously a fucking timeout. Stephen Bush. Did you see the video I shared on Facebook of the woman running for Congress that cut an AR barrel to about 6 inches long? Oh, by the way, the FTF or ATF won't do anything about it. It's, you know, if you think that to try to get some political leverage or traction, you need to try to show that you are anti-gun, there's a lot of us out here. Just because CNN, you know, I know, I'll squirrel for a second. The place that we went to go eat lunch yesterday, they've got TVs everywhere, and never mind. And CNN was on one of them. Just in case the powers that be are watching, I'll just say we were there for 15 minutes. 15 minutes, and for that entire 15 minutes, CNN, I'm just being honest, for 15 minutes, CNN had nothing but one anti-Trump thing after another. I actually heard some people behind us. I mean, I don't know what their political affiliation. They're just like going, I wish they could turn the channel. That organization is absolutely nothing but fake. It's like, amen, sister. There was a couple of women sitting behind us. Yeah. So if you think that you're going to get some traction by being an anti-gunner, I'm here to tell you that it's not going to happen. And I can also tell you, due to what will happen, there's not going to be a time in my lifetime where they are going to be able to take the guns. Because we are not a bunch of pussies like Britain. If you think the day is ever going to come that I am going to register, get or turn things in, you can go fuck yourself. That'll never, ever happen. I tell you what, you anti-gun fucks. You want to know how to make a majority of Americans into criminals? Keep the path that you are on. And then welcome to the bloodbath. Tardisius, I'm all for public execution. $50 worth of 223 Remington would save taxpayers $50 to $100K a year in room and board. More cowbell. Tardisius, I realize sometimes I just fucking flick it, but public executions to save taxpayer money. A fucking men. Not to mention, seems how these little fucking millennial douchebags think that all of a sudden now, I mean, most of that one fucker is an actor. I mean, he just, and his father's FBI, and a lot of those kids were saying that the Secret Service was doing training there. Yeah, I'm sure there's nothing funky going on. So these fucking millennials, I'd like to see the look on their face, because this would not be a video game. You take that fucker from Florida, and I mean, fine. Seems how it's the evil AR-15. I would like to see 10 guys all holding an AR, because it would be much more nasty if it was an old, antiquated 12 gauge, but all of them holding an AR, you know, with a ghost gun with a 1,000-round clip, and the bullet's gonna cause the skull to vaporize. 10 guys in a row, so nobody actually knows which one was actually the kill shot. But if you could pick, if I could pick 10 people, I could guarantee you that every single one would be the kill shot. And put that on as a pay-per-view. Raise money, and then send it to the families that really lost kids, instead of the actors. Yeah. Fuck yeah. My hollow point. I'm in such a good mood. I don't even give a fuck about you today. She has too many clothes on. Too funny. Ha ha ha. Oh, the fucking A. It's like, yeah, that shit's really fucking funny. It actually gives me the shivers. YouTube gives you a slap and your super badass folds like a cheap suit. No, I showed the picture the very next day. I don't, you know, it's one thing, let's see, well, of course this is the Brew Grill area. Well, actually, you know, how many times has this one been used? I mean, this is art. I mean, she is peddling to the, yeah, to those people. I just know that, you know, a guy that doesn't even do videos anymore, but won't fucking go away, is going to try all of a sudden to, yeah, impress the fuck out of me. Wait, Big Redneck Papa. Oh, and Chuck. Wait. Wait. Yep, I like naked women just like God intended. That's right. I mean, Adam and Eve? I mean, what? YouTube is going to outrule God? If God, I mean, God created man and woman. Don't you think he could create a fucking suit or a t-shirt? No. He intended. I mean, that's like, I mean, there's like, I mean, you're walking around, I mean, it's like, you don't have to put like clothing on cars. You can actually see what you're buying. I mean, a lot of fucking deals would never go down if you could actually see what you're getting into. I ain't too happy about wrapping presents either. Why did you think I was talking about a rifle when I said, go polish your ramp? Wait again. I'm civilized, being civilized has to be a drawback. Instead of making the punishment fit the crime immediately, we coddle these monsters and give them better care than our vets, while they live for decades on our dimes. True justice would be to give the families some alone time with their child murderer. Tardisius, I think we're in need of another one of those. Yeah. Just think about that. I don't even want to think about that, but Wade, seems how you know me better than a lot. We don't even need to have the discussion if your world existed. You know, the cowboy days where things were simpler. You touch a child, you touch my child, I will kill you with anything that I have at my means. And if what Wade said was true, and they brought the murderer into a room with me, I would not use a gun. That would make his journey to hell happen much too quickly. Televise it too. Pay-per-view. Mario, you spin me. Spin right round, baby. Right round. Mario, I see somebody went to Supercuts. No, I went to Jen. You know, you guys that listened in on Christine's Girl Night, Jen, yeah, she's a fucking complete nut. Aunt Keck, bring it on Joey Cuz. Aunt Keck, Jesus fuck, laugh my ass off. You two fucks, laugh my ass off. Aunt Keck, see what you did, Joey? Grow up and act your age, will ya? Well, I see Aunt Keck is just trying to save some face value. Aunt Keck, you know it's not good when E quietly tilts his head back. It's like all of us, if I just did a video saying what are the things that you know when you did something wrong and how your mother responded. Right off the bat, a lot of you will probably say this, whenever your mother includes your middle name, you know you're fucked. Spin me right round, baby, right round. Mario Mosen. The bet should be is, will Mario be the first call or the second call? Sharky 762. Now that was an ass worth planting your face and more in. Absolutely. Smile Money. Throwing a trinket. Is that like throwing bread to get a flash of boobies? Or beads? Bead! Oh, I see. Yeah, sorry. That would be a Agent Chaos scenario. Beads for boobies? Seems like a fair trade. Just for the record, I am in favor of that also. Ah, fuck. Gun Wild. And freedom tastes good. Gun Wild. Did I say bayonets are not legal in California? I meant to say they are not legal here. My bad. My Mosin came with one anyways. J-Dog. Now everyone send bigger and bigger trophies to take shots from. No shit. I mean, really? One shot and two shots? I mean, these people are fucking a genius. I like being, I like participating in this. Tardisius. Mr. Holster, 2 minutes and 22 seconds. Mr. Holster, her bill is dead in the water. The new one today was to make pretty much everything include the kitchen sink, an assault weapon, and raising the age to 21. I will just cross the border to North Dakota. Well, you're like right there. Crazy Scotsman. Oh, and that Linda Solcombe. You can kiss that. Crazy Scotsman. I have something huge. Sorry, I got distracted. Crazy Scotsman. Fuck it. Hang him live on YouTube. I am sure there will be an ad before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there'll be an ad. For the rope company. Crazy Scotsman, how dare you remove profanity and that screams America. Freedom on bitches, cowbell, and whiskey. Okay. Again. Thank you, NIHAP. I have to say, for something that I would have stereotyped to be scary, like maybe like the shit that Justin brought with him that night. For a good sipping scotch, it's honestly not that bad. I mean, is it Ardbeg? No, but it's also not what Ardbeg costs. Crazy Scotsman. No, sorry. I didn't heart him. Mr. Holster, I like the SKS. I will take it. Well, I'll tell you what, Mr. Holster. I appreciate the offer. As it stands right now, my standing offer for that SKS, that's the stock one, the unfired stock one, is $1,200. That is the offer that has been on the table for that particular one, and I've been told by some that I'm a fool, and I've been told by some that you need to stick with. I think it's a beautiful looking rifle, and it's also from someone that means a lot to me. Hopefully he doesn't hear this. That'd be Ed, because he's part of my family. Ed and Jules. The goal that the four of us have is to be able to retire to an area where we can literally be across the street. That would be fucking awesome. Crazy Scotsman, fuck the government taking that 10mm. I will be there shortly. Oh, I see. It's a race between the Crazy Scotsman and The Smith & Wesson is a goddamn nice gun. Mr. Holster, he mailed it to everyone. We all stuck in the trophy and sent it on, or we all stuck it in the trophy and sent it on to the next. What Jack did to the bottom, I don't even want to remember. You know, you gotta wreck everything, Mr. Holster. Mr. Holster, that's good because you are not qualified to take a whole lot more booze to do that. And Keck, I'm not going for the last comment, E. Joey was out of control last night. Fucking Joey, you are so under the goddamn bus. Crazy Scotsman, wow, that was a shit show of an ending, Aunt Keck and Joey. Going it, holy shit, get a room. Rich, Fumaster Chew 12, laugh my ass off. If anything I have to say during the brew review is get the fuck out of here. Blah, 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 blah. Love it. Rich again. Yet another fine review, brother. Cheers. Oh yeah, indeed. Indeed, my friend. The real Cobra Burnout. Just checking to see if it's tomorrow yet. It is tomorrow. Brad. Hell yeah, brother. Now I make the ill-fated decision to hit the refresh button. Oh my God. There's one comment and one reply to that comment. Joey, it was all Aunt Keck. I'm done. Aunt Keck, Joey cuz not falling for your childish shenanigans. Okay, I gotta go. It's a fucking hour again. F Town Brewing Company India Pale Ale. And these are the numbers that you need to know about. 110 IBU, 6.8%, and it's a big can. John Solar would try to tell you it's a pound, because it's 16 ounces a pound, blah, blah, blah. It's a tall boy here in Minnesota. And, you know, I'm really digging this particular one, and I'm going to give it a 9. And, yeah, I think I'm gonna, just for you guys, ready?